This is the 6 Sports Desk.
I know you were probably thinking, Nick, don't talk to me about the preseason because these games don't count. And I hear you. After the Detroit Lions were undefeated in the 2008 preseason, they went 0-16 the rest of the year. They lost every single game. But in most recent history, the Lions lost their first preseason game last week due to a last-minute touchdown by the Atlanta Falcons. And today's game was another unnecessary nail-biter. Dan Campbell and his guys on the road taking on the Indianapolis Colts, ready to rumble in a good one. The jump is at the end of the first half. David Blau in at quarterback with 3 seconds on the clock, finding Tom Kennedy in the corner for a touchdown, tying the game up at 13 going into halftime. On the other side of the break, Tim Boyle, the new QB for the Lions, but the same guy on the receiving end for this touchdown pass. Tom Kennedy with his second touchdown snag of the day. The Colts were able to tie things up at 20, but after an 18-play drive that took up 9 minutes in the fourth quarter, Boyle handed off to Godwin Igwebuike, rumbling in to take a lead with 4 minutes to play. But just like last week, things got scary in the final minutes. Down 7, the Colts QB Jack Cohn, the former Wisconsin Badger, looking for an open target, and he finds Samson Nacua to make it a 1-point game with 38 seconds left. There's no overtime in the preseason, so the Colts going for the win with the 2-point conversion. Cohn looking for any option, but the Lions defense holds up and forces an incomplete pass as the Lions sneak out of Indy with a win, 27-26 the final. Head coach Dan Campbell, would you say you're pleased with your team's grit in this win?
Yeah, I would say that because that's a pretty traditionally a gritty team. And so you want to know that you can go toe-to-toe with them. I think that we wanted to see if we could establish that on both sides of the ball. You know, we had a pretty good idea they would try to run it, and that's kind of what they do, or at least it starts there, and that's who we want to be. So, yeah, I think that was big for us today.
Well, it is not often that we get a Lions and Detroit Tigers win on the same day. The guys wearing the English D were looking to make that happen as they hosted Los Angeles Angels this afternoon, and they were in need of a couple of blessings lately when trying to get a win. Now, the Angels were the ones doing the damage early. Luis Rengifo, Shohei Ohtani on third, and he sends the fourth pitch of the game into shallow right center, easily bringing Ohtani home to take a 1-0 lead. Tyler Alexander pitched 6 innings with only 2 strikeouts. The Tigers responding thanks to Jonathan Schoop getting a hold of one in the bottom of the second. That'll get all the way to the wall as Harold Castro comes all the way home from second, and Schoop gets the RBI double. The Tigers looked like they were going to take the lead in the third inning, but Mike Trout had other ideas, making an outstanding catch to end the inning and save a run from scoring. Taking another look, that's just pure talent. But the Tigers would come through in the 5th inning. Victor Reyes sending a dirt devil through the infield. Jamer Candelario home from second to take the lead as the Tigers were going to win it 4-3 the final. Time the series up at 1 game apiece. They'll look for the series win tomorrow at 1 p.m. On the college gridiron, Michigan State Spartans saw the return of a former Spartan wide receiver and Super Bowl champion with the Denver Broncos, Benny Fowler, who was all smiles at today's scrimmage inside Spartan Stadium. The former Spartan wideout most likely enjoyed seeing Peyton Thorne connect with Keon Coleman for another touchdown in fall camp. The QB wide receiver duo have made it kind of a regular thing on MSU football social media posts. And earlier this week, Coleman told us why he sees a pass to him as a 100% option for MSU quarterbacks.
So 100% to me means, if it's 50-50, that means he can catch it, I can catch it. In my mind, I put it 100%. If I don't catch it, nobody's going to catch it. But 9 times out of 10, I'm going to make sure I'm going to catch that. So in me being me, I feel like my quarterbacks have that trust in me to where if they can close their eyes and throw it up, they got a positive 90% chance I'm going to come down with the ball. Or if I don't, they won't throw a pick. So that's why I rule out 100% ball. And I feel everybody in our room feels the same way about themselves.
I love that confidence. Well, if you haven't heard, our 6 Sports team has exclusive access to the Spartans all season. Now, put this on your calendars because the first episode of Season 2 of the MSU Federal Credit Union Coaches Show is airing on Saturday, August 27th at 11 a.m. on WLNS. Then again at 11:30 on WLAJ. Episode 1 includes a mic'd-up Mel Tucker during the quarterback's position meeting. Our Audrey Dahlgren sits down with the new running backs coach, Efren Reed. Our Ian Kress has a great conversation with Amir Speed while on bikes. You got to see it. And I go the length of the practice field with transfer running back Jarek Broussard. Just like last year, you're going to love this show. We'll be right back with a final look at your forecast, so stay with us. Well, it is raining like crazy the last time that I was out there. I was going out for my little dinner break, and I saw those storm clouds come in, and it looked kind of bad. Kendall was mentioning earlier that we are going to get a little bit more rain as we get into Sunday, and then it's going to be nice for the rest of the week. But then Friday, when we have the fifth quarter and high school football shows, Thursday we're going to have our first show. Friday we're going to have our second show. It might get a little wet for us out there. So we're like just praying that we just go to a lot of games that have turf fields. Because I don't know about you. Yeah, I don't know about you, but it's not, you know, really good for a lot of us when we want to run in like up and down the field and in our boots and stuff. But when it comes to sports, you were mentioning earlier that your dad is a huge Detroit fan.
He is.
His favorite team, quickly, before we go.
Detroit Lions.
The Lions?
Yeah, the Lions.
Love it.
I know, right? All right, that's all for 6 News at 11. We'll see you back here in the morning.